Well, arrived on the moors about an hour ago. That's my view. It's a little bit foggy. Peaceful. I just set a load of curly whirlies. There's the kitchen for later. Got a brew on, and we'll get back to you. Fry them up. And bring it back. Get back to you. Company on the moors. It's Saturday evening. I believe it's the 7th of May. Could be the 8th. I'm in a different spot than I was last time. Same Yorkshire moors, but massive area in it. Hopefully I'll have a nice peaceful night. Peaceful night. I've had a few cars go past now and then, but getting less and less as time goes on. I haven't seen one for a couple of hours actually. Totally alone. Totally alone. Sometimes you actually feel safer with a tent when you're doing your vehicle. Even though I lock the doors, I keep the doors locked. When I'm sleeping, like I'm locked inside. I keep a couple of windows open, but the windows are like not open enough for anybody to get their arm in or out like that, or you know what I mean. They're just like a couple of inches, you know what I mean. Yeah. But the reason you feel safe in a tent sometimes is because it's where you are. Once you're in that tent, you're normally in the middle of nowhere, and if you don't have your light on in the tent, you just can't be seen. You know what I mean? Anybody that even approached where your car was parked wouldn't be able to see where your tent was. Yeah, because usually you're like a few miles off your tent anyway, your car I mean. But even if you weren't, even if you were just like a few 100 feet, it would still be hard to see the tent if you didn't have your light on. Nobody that's seen your car would about like walk into the moors or wherever you are in the middle of the night in the dark to try and find you. This wouldn't happen like. But in your vehicle like this, you get a lot of idiots. I've experienced them when I've been in the car and slept in the car and that, and I've been on different, like on the moors or wherever. You just get fucking arseholes driving around at night, like young'uns and that, looking for whatever they're looking for. They just automatically think when you're parked up that you're a dogger or something like that, or they start honking the horn or something like that, or flashing the lights, and they'll drive away and then they'll come back again. And I mean, I was parked up near work a couple of weeks ago. It was in a lay-by. I mean, there was a truck in a lay-by as well, the same lay-by. There was this like grassy area where the lay-by is, and there was this car. He just started doing like donuts, like for ages, like in his car, spinning his wheels all over the grass, spinning in circles, and just and then he went away and he come back about an hour later and start like fucking doing it again, and he was just, there was 3 times in the space of like 5 hours. There's a vehicle there where he just kept coming back, and at the end I just had to send the fucking driving off. Like, I thought, fuck this. I found another lay-by somewhere. Just you're not always guaranteed sleep, you know what I mean? Depends where you are and that. You've got to be prepared to like sort of just pack up and leave. Sometimes I'll sleep with my pants on, you know what I mean? Because you never know when you're going to be disturbed in the middle of the night by some fucking dickhead or something. You didn't want to be caught with your pants down, sort of thing. So I can make it so I don't need to leave the vehicle. I can, the doors are locked. I can put the seat down in the middle, and I can climb through into the driver's seat without having to get out the vehicle. You know what I mean? So my keys, obviously where I'm sleeping, they're not like in the ignition and out like that. They'll just be like ready to grab, hide my boots on, climb through the middle of the seats, get in the driver's seat, and I can be away. Do you know what I mean? Without having to leave the vehicle. It's handy to have that sort of thing, that sort of drill sort of worked out. Because believe me folks, there's some idiots out there. You see it. Well, I've just arrived, second location. It's a Sunday. It's the 8th of April 2018. Up in the moors, North Pennines. We'll be doing some cooking later, so you'll have to keep your eye out for that. I'm your #1 Campervanner. No.1 Camperman. See you there. Sun has gone down. Here's the view of 2 reservoirs. What more can you ask? No.1 Campervan kitchen is going to be underway. We'll fire the stove up. Right, the lamb is in the pan. That's done. I'm going to remove that from the pan and I'm going to hide the vegetables in. And we'll get back to you. Well, actually what I've done is, that's the juice off the lamb. That's going to be the added to the final mix with the gravy. And I've just put water in there. I'm going to boil them off and add that back in with a bit of that and that. And we'll bring you back. We've got the vegetables. We've got some water from the meat as well. There's the meat. I'm going to probably tip some of that out, that water, pour that in, and then we'll start adding the meat in and everything, and the powder. We'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. Nearly forgot the main ingredient. This stuff here. That meat. Alright, we'll let that simmer. We'll let that simmer. And then it'll be testing time. Can you remember when I was making the last video? I told you that I'd made the best one, the best meal ever. Well, I think I was lying. Because you look at it. I goddamn excel myself every time. Every time. Oh. Every time. Well, I spent last night on the Yorkshire moors. Tonight is on the North Pennines, on the moors. Been here many times, slept here many times. In cars. I've slept here in my tent as well, in this particular area. You may think I'm only doing this on a weekend, but this is every night of the week for me. Every night of the week. It's just I'm only filming like for the weekend because it's the only night I really have a good meal, to be honest. What I'll probably do is during the week, where I'm at work tomorrow. I'll start on the back shift, start at 3 o'clock. So I'll be getting up tomorrow morning. I'm not sure if I'm calling to my sisters for a shower or the service station, because my sister hasn't gotten back to us yet. So it might be the service station at Durham. I'll get a shower there, which is only 15 minutes from work from there. And I'll just hang around there, probably McDonald's and Costa's and stuff like that, till work time. Go to work, finish work 11 p.m. I'll be in the camper and I'll just sleep at the side of the road somewhere like down not far from work. I won't cook or anything like that. I'll just have my bait while I have it work, see, like a sandwich or something. So it's not really worth filming, you know what I mean? And I'll do that all week. I'll just like basically do the same, and I won't sort of head up to my sister's on the next day. I'll just stay down that area where I work and just probably call it Tesco's, have a meal in there and different things. Another shout at services. It's a free shower, so I mean, like, you know what I mean, you kind of gone wrong really. And that's what I'll do. I mean, I might head back to my home area like maybe once or twice during the week, just to call up my sisters and that, and what have you. She can hire a few things in the washer for us, get them washed for us. Saves us having to go to laundrettes and stuff. And she can dry them while I'm there as well, see, so I can just hide them back in the vehicle, you know. I've just bought a new projector on eBay. I mean, I've got a projector, but it's a mains projector, 240 volts. And I haven't got any means of playing like films other than using my laptop plugged into the inverter. And it's the power supply on the laptop's about 140 watts. It's a really heavy duty laptop, and it's really overkill for like playing, just watching a film, you know what I mean? And I use it for video editing, and it's got about 30 gig of RAM in, and it's got 2 hard drives in. It's a massive thing. It's trying to use that on the inverter and plugging the projector in at the same time just pulls the leisure battery right down, see? And you're lucky to get a couple of hours out the battery, and it drops below 11 volts and the inverter trips out. So it's not really practical. So what I've done is I've bought another projector on eBay, which I'll get in a couple of days. It's actually it's got its own battery inside. It's a LED projector. It's about 600 quid to buy new, you know what I mean? I bought one that's only been used a couple of times, and I've gotten a good deal on it. So that'll be ideal, because you get about 3 hours of battery life, but you can probably just plug like one of them adapters in what you charge your mobile with, and that'll just keep it topped up while you're watching whatever films you're watching. It's an HD projector as well, you know what I mean? It's quite a it's only a tiny thing and all, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be like sort of using my leisure battery for it, and I'm going to be able to watch as much as I want. And it's got Android on as well. You can watch YouTube stuff on there. I think it's got Netflix on and all, I'm not sure. It's got stuff on, like I say. It's a really good little device, like. Well, I'll permanently fix that inside the camper with a pull down screen. At the moment, I mean, last time I just used like a blanket hung from the roof, but I'll put a proper screen and all that when I get it all set up. It's no good getting the screen and getting it set up till I get the projector fitted where I need to put it, and then I'll work out what size screen I need and stuff like that, and what I'm going to do, you know what I mean? But I've got to get this pop top roof installed first before I can do anything. Once that's installed, then I can start fitting other things I want to do, you know what I mean? But that's the plan anyway. So anyway, I'm No.1 Campervan man, even No.1 Camperman. We'll see you on the next video.